Vincent van Gogh is one of the most famous artists in history, but his life was as tragic as it was brilliant. Among the most talked about events in his life is the moment he cut off his own ear. Why did he do it? What was going on in his life at the time? And how did this shocking act reflect his inner struggles? Let's uncover the truth behind this story. The year was 1888, and Van Gogh was living in the small town of Arles, France. He had moved there with the dream of creating an artist community, a place where like-minded painters could live and work together. He envisioned a vibrant, creative space, and to make this dream a reality, he invited fellow artist Paul Gauguin to join him. At first, things seemed promising. Van Gogh was inspired by the bright colors and warm sunlight of southern France, which influenced his famous works like The Yellow House and his ironic Sunflowers series. However, beneath this creative energy, Van Gogh's mental health was deteriorating. When Gauguin arrived, tensions between the two artists quickly escalated. Van Gogh was passionate and emotional, while Gauguin was more reserved and critical. Their personalities clashed, and their disagreements became frequent and intense. One December evening, their arguments reached a breaking point. While the exact details remain unclear, it's believed that Gauguin threatened to leave Arles, which devastated Van Gogh. He had pinned his hopes on their friendship and the success of their artist community. In the early hours of December 23, 1888, Van Gogh, overcome by a mix of despair, guilt, and frustration, took a razor and cut off part of his left ear. Some accounts suggest he only removed a portion, while others claim he severed the entire earlobe. What drove him to this extreme act? One reason was mental illness. Van Gogh likely suffered from conditions like bipolar disorder, epilepsy, or severe depression, though diagnoses vary. The second one was emotional turmoil. The breakdown of his relationship with Gauguin was a significant trigger. And the third reason was alcohol and stress. Van Gogh often drank absinthe, a strong alcoholic drink, which may have worsened his mental state. After injuring himself, Van Gogh wrapped the severed ear in cloth and reportedly delivered it to a woman at a local brothel, though why he did this remains unclear. Some theories suggest he was apologizing or seeking comfort. The next day, the police found him in his room, weak and bleeding. He was taken to the hospital in Arles, where he was treated for his injuries. This event marked the beginning of a series of hospitalizations for Van Gogh, as his mental health continued to decline. Van Gogh's act of self-harm was more than just a moment of madness. It symbolized the intense inner pain he endured throughout his life. Despite his genius, he felt isolated, misunderstood, and tormented by his own mind. Yet even in his darkest moments, he continued to create some of the most beautiful and impactful art the world has ever seen. Van Gogh died just 2 years later, at the age of 37, leaving behind over 2,100 artworks. While he was largely unrecognized during his lifetime, today he is celebrated as a master of color, emotion, and expression. If you have ever admired Van Gogh's art, now you know the tragic story behind one of the most talked about moments of his life. His story is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the beauty that can emerge even from pain. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more stories about the world's most fascinating artists and their unforgettable lives.